Hi guys, welcome to today's video, sciatica nerve pain relief. Now, I make a lot of good content for those folks that are suffering with low back pain problems, such as sciatica nerve pain, herniated discs, bulging discs, lumbar stenosis, lumbar arthritis. If that is you, hit that subscribe button. You're going to be notified when I upload some great content to get you back on the road to recovery. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So folks, in today's video, I'm going to show you some exercises you can do for at-home sciatica nerve pain relief if it is coming from a bulging or herniated disc. Now, there is also a form of sciatica which comes from a compressed sciatica nerve up in the piriformis muscle. It's below your glute there. It's called piriformis syndrome. I do have some other stretches exercises if you're suffering from that condition. I'll link to that video at the end of this one. Okay, it'll pop at the end of there. So please check that out if you're also suffering from that condition. But if you are suffering from a herniated bulging disc and you do have a sciatica nerve pain symptoms, I want you to try these couple of exercises. Now we're going to start on the ground for the first one. Now typically with a sciatica nerve, when you have bulging herniated disc, that disc will be pushing on the nerve, which gives you the irritation. It can be on the right leg or the left leg. The sciatica nerve is the thickest nerve in the body. It's the longest nerve, runs right down under your glute, down behind your hamstring, right down into the foot there. And it can cause a lot of aggravation and pain, okay? Nerve gets irritated, you get the pain response. Now, what can happen over time, and I typically use nerve glides later in the rehabilitation period with clients, is you can get the nerve can become adhered or stuck. It's not a great physiological term, but to the surrounding tissues. And you want to help that nerve to move, to glide, because essentially it should be gliding through the tissues. It should be sliding, okay? But with inactivity, with tight muscles, compression, irritation from the disc, that nerve might not move so well. If you can train it to move and to slide, then when you're doing your daily activities, daily life, you're able to move, hopefully, without pain. Okay, without less pain anyway. So I'm going to show you some moves here on the floor first, and then a seated position as well. So first move, you're going to begin again. We're going to lie on our back here. I've got a mat here. Very simple beginner level move to start with. So if my pain is in my right leg, I'm actually going to start with the good leg, with the left leg first. Okay, so I have sciatica pain running down my right leg here. I'm going to start my left leg. We're literally just sort of warming up the nervous system, telling the body what's about to happen. So I would grab my good leg behind the knee here, and I'm just going to straighten it out till I feel a little bit of tension in this leg here. And then I'm going to bring my toes towards my knee and extend away. That's all you're going to do. Okay? And you would do 10, maybe 12, very slow, very controlled exercises like this. Now, obviously, this is my good leg. I'm not going to feel any of the sciatica pain, okay? After I've done the 10 to 12, we're going to switch legs. Now, this is very, very important. A lot of people say you must kiss the pain when you do the sciatica nerve glide. I disagree with that. I want people to move in a pain-free range, okay? So let me explain. So I'm going to take up my sciatica pain leg here. I start to extend my leg. If I start to feel the sciatica pain catching, pulling in here at this angle, I want to stop here and I want to go back a few degrees. I have no pain, okay? This is going to be my start-stop position, right? Then, same motion with the foot. I bring the toes back slowly towards my knee. If I feel I touch the pain, I feel the pain at this range here, I stop, I go back. That is my end range. So I'm only going to go from here to just before the pain. Here, just before the pain, okay? I don't like people kissing the pain, because that really just irritates the nerve and emphasizes the pain. I want you moving in a pain-free range. And typically, the more you do it, you will actually get a longer range, okay? So, beginner motion, you find that point of pain, you stop, you pull back from it, and you move in that pain-free range. So we're only doing the ankle moves first, okay? 10 to 12 repetitions. That feels okay. Okay, you can get about your day and see how it feels later that day, see how it feels the next day. Everything feels okay the next day, I would try it again the next day. Again, you remember you start with the non-painful leg first and then move to the painful leg, okay? Couple of pointers. If you have sciatica pain first thing in the morning, it's worse in the morning, then do the nerve glides later in the day. If you have sciatica nerve pain later in the day, do your nerve glides more around about lunchtime. Okay, so try to work it around the less of pain response during your day. Try to aim for that time. Now you want to advance this because if it does help, okay, you notice a decrease in pain symptoms or nothing changes, then you can advance it, okay, because it will be helping at a cellular level, all right? So the way you would advance it, I'll just stick with the bad leg, is obviously we can ankle more, but then we can bring in the leg itself. So we're actually going to do one motion. We're going to extend the leg to, if my pain point is here, I stop before the pain, okay? So extend the leg, pain point, then the toes, then push the toes away and come back. Come up, toes towards knees, and back. So this is this is still be very much beginner level, okay? You would still stick to that 8, 10, 12 repetitions range. As I said, good. Always start with the non-bad leg first and then work to the good leg. Now, if you can't get onto the ground, okay, you've trouble with bad knees, bad hips, etc., then you can do this in a seated position. Let me show you that next. Okay, so I've switched to a chair here. Now, again, this is very much beginner level. I'm not going to be sitting hanging off a table, which is kind of the next stage, okay? This is very much beginner level, high level of sciatic nerve pain. We want to try to centralize it, make that pain shift further up into the glute region, okay? So we're here on the chair. You want to be sitting nice and tall, so not hyperextended, not flexed, okay? Neutral spine tall. Again, we're going to stretch out that leg to where, sciatica pain comes in. You pull the leg back a little bit, okay? My foot is flat on the ground here, and we're just going to start by lifting the toes up towards the knees and down. Up towards the knees and down. Now we can add in the head in this position, which we couldn't do before on the ground. We're going to create a bit of slack, okay? So imagine we're pulling the nerve, because obviously your spinal nerves, they start here at the base of your neck, they run all the way down. We're going to be creating like a flossing action here. So as my toe comes up towards me, I can put my head back. As the toes go down, I bring my chin down. So I'm literally pulling that nerve all the way through its range, its path, okay? Now, obviously, if my nerve pain is less, I can put my leg out in front now. I'm resting on my heel. Same thing, we're going to go down, toe up. This feels okay. Then I can bring in my head as well. So, toe is coming back up towards me. I want to put slack, so I put my head back. Toe goes away, chin goes down. Again, I'm staying tall, neutral, and down. So this is where if you struggle to get onto the ground, okay, then you can do this seating. Now there is a more advanced move where we're actually bringing the leg back and forwards. That'll pop up at the end of this one. It is, you do require to be sitting on a table where your leg is able to sort of hang freely, okay? That's a more advanced move. That'll pop up at the end of this one, all right? But just to recap, guys, start with the floor position. Start with a good leg first, okay? If you have it in both, use it with the least intensity, all right? You want to start with 8, 10, 12 repetitions on the good leg, then you switch to the bad leg. Always work in that pain-free range. Do it one time on one day. You want to do it in the day when your normal sciatica pain is less, be that sort of, late morning, mid-afternoon, evening, okay? That's the time you want to try the glides. See how it feels the next day. If there's an uptick in pain, you want to wait that day. If it goes down the third day, okay, then you can try the nerve glides again. If it's still elevated on that third day, nerve glides might not be for you. They're not for everyone, okay? So then I would remove it from the program, all right? On that third day, if the pain has gone down or it's exactly the same, like it's not got better or worse, then I would do it again, okay? So it's every second day. If it brings you about relief, then you can increase it to every day, okay? One time is fine. The whole thing about more sometimes is not better. It's very true. You can overdo it. You can agitate the nerve. So you want to start very gradually and build yourself up, okay? All right, guys, listen, hope this video has been useful for you. questions, comments, hit me up in the comment section down below, of course. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are out there suffering with your own low back pain, sciatica nerve pain, herniated disc, bulging disc problems, hit me up for a free call. Okay, I've got a free advice call in the description down below. You can book on the link there and we can have a chat about your condition and hopefully get you back on the road to recovery. All right, team. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you next time.